Hello, and welcome to Rain. So,
We are trying a new system.
yep, new system, so bear with us. But this is a continuation of the Songs of Liza and Aya, so if you love us doing horrible things to Britain, this is the place to be. This is going to take place roughly 20 odd years from the previous game, and the Crusades are turning up. I'm not entirely sure if the guys are part of the Crusades yet, because we're going to be using the random character generation. So, where they actually fit into the story will be basically up to where the dice roll.
Are we going the Crusades going towards England or away from England?
Towards. Well, I think the Muslims are considered less a threat than the horrific mind-bending entities that are currently inhabiting the British Isles.
They're probably actually teaming up with the Muslims.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea, yeah.
The only thing to bring Christian and Muslim together was fighting Cthulhu.
Congratulations, guys! You've made religious unity.
Amazing how that works.
Yeah.
Wow, Matt's mutual assured destruction strategy actually still works.
Did we heal the breach between Orthodoxy and Catholicism too?
Probably.
No, the only breaches, the major
hasn't
breaches
kicked off yet.
Yeah,
the major breaches we have in Orthodoxy and is how you murder cultists. The method of murdering cultists is.
The Reformation will probably be a game in itself.
Which game would that be?
It'll probably be less Reformation and more decimation.
Well, we won't have the Church of England, so that's going to take a lot out of it.
I mean, no. We still have the church in England. It's just what's being worshipped.
It's a different church.
And then we have when will we have the Martin Luther character just coming out and just hammering the big fuck you to the current cult?
To be honest, that's probably going to be a character at the end of this game.
We will see.
Oh yeah, I should probably say, if you haven't got any idea what's going on, basically this started in Pendragon, where a series of wonderful and terrible choices were made. We picked that up in Dungeon World, where even worse choices were made, and Castor got called down upon the world.
I'm sorry?
No, you're not.
You're the opposite of that.
So what are your proudest achievements?
What? I would have thought killing Merlin would have been your proudest achievement.
That wasn't
That
the
was
one who
mine.
killed Merlin. That was Zeb. Zeb killed Merlin.
Yeah,
It
but
was a
you're totally
great
the type
session.
to take credit for.
And then we moved on to Dungeon Crawl Classic, where William the Conqueror tried to turn up.
Yeah, about that.
Yes, hence the sword and the skeleton is probably a reference to the Excalibur, which is currently wedged in the ribcage of William the Conqueror.
No one ever went and got it from him, or they couldn't pull it out
No
of
one
him.
dared touch it.
Only the true king can pull it out. It wedged in a rock behind him. You know how this works.
And an anvil in a rock behind him.
He's the anvil.
The tree. I should have done an anvil. An anvil would have been much cooler. Why do you say stuff like that after I've done the goddamn CGI intro?
And then next
Gray,
year.
the anvil and the rock are both Arthurian myth. This is, your history thing.
Yeah, it's a tree.
Totally a tree.
Plus, that
Very
was
true.
hundreds of years ago at this point, anyway.
It could have been an ironwood tree.
That
The
works.
tree is also an anvil.
There's
That's
just an
what I was
anvil
going
carved
for.
into it, or out of it.
Anyway,
Yes,
focusing.
focus. That's enough backstory. People can go off and watch that if they want.
I recommend
TL
Pendragon. It's great.
DR, they blew up Haster, my old character, because I sadly had to leave that
Also,
thing
the
midway.
other master.
Yeah. They've blown a lot of stuff up. The Isle of Man no longer exists in many shapes and forms.
Well,
Crater.
it sort of exists. It's more of an archipelago than an island.
Alright.
Anyway, so we are beginning the session with random rolling because this thing has a random roll generator.
So, how are we wanting to do this?
I'll go first so we can explain how this all works to the audience.
Yes, if you
And
roll more than
Mason.
110, we're going to kill
that
you.
no matter who goes first.
Nope.
Just one
good
tap.
stuff.
No king this year.
Double fives, double sixes, triple eights.
We
All
did
right.
get a cobbler though.
We did.
Alright.
Well, depends if you pick such up.
Okay, let's take a
Okay,
look.
so
Shoes.
for character creation, what you do is you roll 11d10, which is so you get at least one match, and then look at the matches. Shall we go for the 8s first?
Yes, let's go for the 8s. What do I start with?
Triple 8s, you're an officer. Sir.
See, I am Saha, and
Yeah, that bodes
His
well.
Majesty's World Royal Guard.
The order of these in terms of story matter is that you can choose which how your story progresses. So you are an officer at some point in your life, either to start with or middle or end or
Now,
Whatever.
The double 6 is a foot soldier.
So I could rose or fell in the ranks.
you got busted down to private.
Yeah, you can go either way. That's the interesting thing. And the double 5s is an able seaman.
All right, so Marine.
Busted down to private and then shanghaied. Press
I
gang.
mean-
Press gang. Sorry.
Where are we located is basically for how the group itself is together. So, all right,
Also got quite a bit of waste going on.
okay,
Yeah.
so 5, 6, 6.
So we won't worry
8.
about all your exact stats for now. So now what you basically get to do, you've got a 2.
So Gray, are we
7?
we doing
9,
8
10.
or C of the? Cause so there are 3 different things for waste dice. The first and second one. First one is normals. Third one is weird. The second one deals more in the person
That-
the personal.
That's
What
the
do you
one
call
with
it?
passions. If we're
so
using
well.
that.
It more or less says that if you is a Gray, are we using passions? Is I suppose the best question.
But you guys
Probably
wanted
should
to
have
use
figured
them?
that out before we started.
Yeah, probably should have done that before.
Passions are basically if you're working towards something, you get bonus, and if you're working against it, you get negatives. And I have to say, in the spirit of Pendragon itself,
I was
that
going to
was
reference that.
it was very much a passion thing system. So I would say I can go with B. I would go with chart B.
All
I
right.
mean, you can pick and choose. You don't have to go with all on
Yeah,
one
you
chart.
can take one from each.
Okay.
Yeah.
For my 10 though,
Yeah. 2, 7, 9, 10.
so the question is, do I want serve the decadent rich, to have a diplomatic incident,
I think we all know what you want. Let's be honest.
or His Majesty's personal cobbler?
It's got to be the cobbler. I mean, that's just too cool.
Yes, but let's remember this is me, so diplomatic incident looks really nice having a 5 patron.
You know, it is. He makes a valid point.
Yeah, he does, unfortunately.
And we could say that this is what this would make me being an officer and having a major fuck up would be completely within my normal modus operandi.
However, if you
Really
do that, you have to include the word cobbler somewhere in your character name, so that we always remember what glories could have been.
Okay, but but being His Majesty's personal cobbler, someone else could be His Majesty's personal cobbler, even though they give
Everyone could be His Majesty's person or cobbler.
Wait,
There's a lot of
This could be
kings
a
out
code
there
name
that
for
need
super
shoes.
secret ultra spy.
wait. His Majesty's personal cobbler is not quite a lifesaver that gives a 4+. What does it give you get for being His Majesty's personal cobbler besides being a student of cobbling?
Literally
It just means that you're really good at cobbling.
Yeah, you're amazing at cobbling.
You're +4 student cobbler, and you have a master dice in student cobbler. So if you ever need to make some money, 50 shoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what?
Fighting a
about
cow,
that-
it's shoes now.
Yeah. All right. In saying that, I'm going to go with diplomatic incident. So let me go find notes. Type in diplomatic incident, and we have for my next waste die is 9. So that is between strange birthmark.
Survived hideous occult ritual.
or Gnostic religious mystic experience, which that's
Oh.
kind of
Wait. So problem unwholesome.
Yep, you are unwholesome.
Meaning I don't look that great.
Okay,
First time
don't
you
have
meet
to put 'em
somebody,
down like
they
that.
roll their eerie pool. If they get a success, there's something about you that makes them feel creepy.
And we are in Cthulhu verse.
And that's a
Clearly
big
a witch.
problem.
That which also could be Gnostic, mystic, or religious experience, which also gives you
Which
plus
gives
2
you-
eerie.
Practically the same thing, but also magic.
Also sorcery.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Or strange birthmark, which gives you knack for learning, and that is a highly class advantage. But also another problem enemy. But I already have one problem enemy.
Nope, more enemies. Infinite enemies.
To be fair, Discord, everybody wanting to kill you is pretty much in character. We also just start off with everyone wanting to kill you.
True.
I don't
Okay.
think you can take the party as your problem enemies.
Okay. let me say this. While
That just
Gray
happens
makes a
naturally.
perfect argument, and the person who really wants to do magic is Ablative. He wants to play magic, or either Terran or
Why did I
Ablative.
say that?
I'm totally neutral on the outcome.
Yeah, I don't really care either way. I was wondering how we were gonna handle it.
I'm going to, since I do like playing Jack of all trades, I'm going to go for Strange Birthmark and just have more people want to kill me.
I love it.
Everyone in the fucking world is gonna want your head on a stake.
So, what's your birthmark?
Is it a sword and a skeleton?
Is it a shoe with a crown?
No, it is an elaborate. It is a strange and elaborate map that grows in a pattern on my head. So there is a strange X and floristry florals that comes in my hair.
Oh, that's a bit large.
Yes, that is a bit large.
That or
I
You can see it.
to be
Yeah, but it's kind of needed to be large at SA though because of all the details that are there.
Yeah.
to be determined. It could just be the
Cornwall
eighth.
Health.
It could just be what's Zinch's mark again?
Oh, if you're gonna go with one like that, just do an elder sign.
No,
Yeah.
it could just be the elder sign.
It's hard to beat that. I mean, you know,
Okay,
classic.
Make sure it's not actually visible unless you go looking for it, because
He's saying don't shave your head.
It could. It's on my scalp under my hair. All right, and now my next bit is the
The
7.
map and considering targets to explode.
All
Yeah,
right,
this is probably
7.
going to have altered slightly, but not too much in 20 years. So
Where is 7?
just trying
is
to
that
find
a
a
land bridge between Isle of Big Man?
Unlikely education.
5 in student skill.
I'm basically trying to find
Oh,
where I had the
Magnificent
PJ
Garden.
for this.
Magnificent. You really have a great guard once you pride joy or had.
Had. Someone
Okay.
will pay for this.
You could also have an animal companion.
Do I want a
You
squid?
get to keep that one.
Animal trainer, animal companion, magnificent guardian, which student of plants and herbs.
+5, yeah. That's
Not bad.
actually probably pretty good if we ever need to slum it.
Or a student of skill you don't already possess. So survival skill,
So
random skill,
Literally anything you want at this.
or Fido.
Anything that doesn't
Ow.
conflict with your class.
You know what? Because since I am basically like diplomatic, strange birthmark, all that stuff, I'm gonna go with unlikely education. So I will have a weird thing that's out of character. I will be a random goon for one topic. And last but not least, a 2.
You see, this gives
Robbed.
you some interesting options.
Yeah.
Hmm?
So one of the things I like is if you read like one of the sidebars, he says that he set up the numbering system in a way that the waste dice will give you something that you don't already have. It's not complementary. So kind of like all the 10s give you like money and power, but if you have that means if you have a waste 1, it means you're not in the begging stage.
Yeah,
need
if
that
you
sort of thing.
notice, actually, all of them are pretty much you got fucked over by the people who rolled more than one of that.
Let's robbed, imprisoned, or escaped death sentence.
Imprisoned gets you a pretty good leg up on the fighting.
It does. All right, so flip a coin between escape death sentence, because everyone. I think that
Everyone is still trying to kill you.
yeah, but Full Lucky itself, the main problem with the thing of Full Lucky is I can fall very far behind in EXP.
If you decide to use it.
If you decide to use it, that's the big sticking point.
And if
Heads.
or if what's heads?
I don't know. I rolled heads. You said roll flip a coin. So
Well, that means that's higher on the thing, and I would probably looked at that first overhead. So okay, then imprisoned it is. People have had me. I did have a diplomatic incident, a strange birthmark, and all these other things.
Here's the twist for you. You were imprisoned for your own protection because of the mob app.
I like it.
Everyone trying to kill me.
Yeah. So we've got to sort out your career order now. I'm assuming you're going to have officer last.
I'll take officer last.
So were you a seaman who became a foot soldier and then an officer, like a marine?
Well, seaman and foot soldier are at the same level. So I'm thinking marine. I think combine them both. They're both marine at the same time.
Yeah, you're a marine officer.
Yeah. So I'm a boatman.
Not that the marines exist in 1100, but yeah.
I mean, if you were a soldier on a boat.
Yeah, so let's say like an actual
marine.
trained soldier on a boat that may be wearing armor. You're a marine. They did have those.
Marines have been around since
They
at least
may not
Byzantine.
all be
Yeah.
Marines, but
Probably
Uh,
since Greece.
I mean, it depends on the culture, but yeah, I mean, they've been called Marines for a very long time, I think.
I don't remember if Greece made a distinction between soldiers and soldiers who fought on boats. They might have just had the same training.
Yeah.
Well, same
Anyways.
training, but they probably did make a distinction just for bookkeeping
But at
purposes.
least you know how you got across the channel if you're not part of the crusade. So
Yeah.
All
On
right.
top of
We,
the
we
boat.
caught a boat run
That-
by a guy who everyone wants to kill for no adequately.
Quick,
explained-
get on! You don't want to kill me right now.
That's one of us down.
yeah. Who would like to go next?
Well, he
Alphabetical by
sorts out
height?
Everything else.
Alphabet. Seeing as how none of
heard
us can
those
see one
ones?
another, and
Well, I'm 6'2", but that doesn't count.
That's got me beat.
I'm 6 flat, so
6 -1.
6 -1.
so 5'11".
Yeah, something like
That's
that.
the joke.
Yeah, it was a joke, but we're rolling with it.
I'll go next.
All right.
Go for it.
God. Still hoping for a crown prince, just for the hilarity.
At least it's not me, Gray.
Oh,
It turns
I need to
out
not-
William's uncle.
what did I do?
You probably didn't put something at the end.
Yeah.
I put something at the end. Looks like I didn't put the whatever. Order.
We're hacking the Pendragon module for this, by the way. So
You
give
can
us a
just
minute.
copy what I threw in Discord chat. It seems to work.
Okay.
At least it works for me.
We have a
Right.
cobbler.
You got a
Cobbler
beggar.
squad.
You got a beggar.
Yeah.
That or
Beggar into warrior into what is
What is
what is
7?
7 again?
Seven
Sage.
Sage.
Ah,
Begged your way into the library.
Lowly
Oh,
beggar.
lovely.
Yeah.
Warrior,
a knowledgeable
Partner.
sage. Okay.
Saging doesn't really pay the bills, let's be honest.
who
So,
also
lowly beggar, foot soldier, sage.
Actually, you know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like someone from a monastery.
Yeah.
Certainly
Catfile.
could be.
Pressed
Combine
into the crucible.
beggar and sage into a monk of some kind that
You're basically Cadfile.
I was
What?
thinking something of a stoic, but
Catch
yeah,
file.
that works.
I don't think I
I'm sorry,
know it.
spell that for me?
6, 7.
CADFILE.
Okay, it sounded something
What
very
is
different.
say what is that?
It's a series of murder mysteries written.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a series of murder mysteries, but the twist is that he's a Benedictine monk who used to be a crusader. There is.
Oh.
He's basically a warrior who's now a monk, but he goes around solving mysteries. There was a very good TV series with Derek Jacobi in about the 90s.
All right, that could be
I-
certainly a way to go for it. Yeah, like a warrior that found religion.
Yeah.
I will laugh my ass off if every last one of us rolls a 10. We all end up either as cobblers or all have diplomatic incident.
I'm
Holy
not
shit,
gonna go for the cobbler. It makes no
historically accurate
sense.
Story. You are literally Cadfile.
Damn that 10.
First half of the 12th century, even.
Yep, it's dead on point as well because he was a first crusader.
That makes character name a lot easier then.
We're about 30 years early.
Yeah, because he was an old man, and he was a young man during the Crusades, but he retired afterwards. But yeah, this is Cadfael before he becomes a proper monk.
This is
All right.
Cadfile when he still has a sword hand.
I will also have a diplomatic incident.
He became a monk. He just became drafted.
Let's
So
see.
many enemies. What am I going to do with you guys?
2, 5, 8, 9. Oof. Let me see.
Nines are good.
Because you're also looking for intersections with discard character.
Right, robbed.
Yeah.
So you were both at that party.
Or you were both imprisoned.
That was how the two of you actually learned each other existed. And
5 gives you press ganged.
Yeah, I would say 5 might get me press ganged. That could be the
Yeah,
Or
The reason that you're on the ship.
get
You're
pressed
intro.
onto his ship.
Forced on a ship, forced off a
let's say
ship.
craving
Yes.
beat on sailors.
Oh,
as in to beat
Beat
up
up.
sailors.
That one had me for a while as well.
craving
What on earth are they
fight
saying here?
sailors.
Yeah, more or less craving to knock some skulls.
Well, technically, I am a sailor, so if you want to,
Oh yeah.
we could have a we could have a altercation at some point if you like.
Press ganged. So
Maybe that
that's
was the
2 of
implement
them.
incident.
2, 8, 9.
You can also be stranded.
Stranded's good. Not as good as Murdered by Pirates, but it's good. Nice.
I need to open more copies of this book, of this rule book, so I can
I want to
actually.
watch Cadfael now. I've got the DVD box set.
And then we never heard it from Gray again today.
Oh. You want? So I could be kidnapped by barbarians, and in this case, barbarians being the Vikings.
The Frost Vikings.
Just the normal Vikings.
I'm pretty sure there's still Frost Vikings. even just
I was going to say the normal Vikings are pretty frost.
Yeah, because otherwise I've got a stolen birthright.
Sorry.
That was supposed
What
to
a
be
You
my
should
jerk.
name yourself Stark.
What a jerk. Stark.
There's your birthright. Them
Or,
bloody elder gods stole me crown.
or I could go for disastrous mountain so could just be any kind of disastrous expedition. I think I might go for that one. Disastrous mountain expedition.
They sent you as forward scouting. You were part of this. You were part of the actual Secret Crusade they sent in first before they had to do the public crusade.
it was the People's Crusade.
So I'll just do DME for that.
You were Force Recon.
Let's see. So
Force
that's
Recon.
10, that's 5, that's 8. I have 9 and 2 to deal with. So 9 would be again. Oh my goodness gracious.
birthmark. Hideous
Nine's
occult.
gonna fuck you up.
Well, the religious experience.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There you go.
If
Yeah.
you're
Now you're a
literally
monk.
a monk.
Yep.
Technically, you're only a friar. You haven't taken the vows yet.
Oh
Yeah. So like I'm just like the bare minimum. And then I have to figure out what I want for 2.
Well,
That's
imprisoned
robbed.
or escaped to death sentence.
Well, considering that you've got that religious experience.
Oops.
Whoa, Neck.
I think I'm gonna go for imprisoned. Actually,
Welcome to the Shang ship.
Press gang's in prison.
Everybody here is going to end up with imprisoned, and we're all on the prison boat going in.
We're a part of the Penal Legion.
Of course.
But anyway, here's the thing for Knack
the
for learning.
entirety of the Penal Legion.
Having a strange birthmark, when you improve a skill, whether you are buying more ranks in or promoting a die to expert or master die, it costs the die XP cost for improving the dice drops by 1. If you have a knack for learning for dodge, you get second level instead of costing 1 extra, like it costs 1 instead of 2, that kind of shit. So I'm gonna learn one thing hella fast.
Yep.
Whatever I want that thing to be is going to be determined. All
All
right.
right, is that you then?
that'd be me. I just need to fill up my character sheet now.
I guess I'll go next.
Ooh, 111.
And
A candy beggar.
wow.
And and another diplomatic incident.
And
All I
another
got
cobbler.
was- Yeah, potential.
Oh wait, what is double fours?
Tradesman.
Miserly merchant.
Ah,
Some kind of seller.
What do you buy?
And
Whatever people are begging.
Level of junks. The rest is junk.
2, 3, 5, 6, 9, 10. I've got a lot of weight.
So if you haven't
Oh,
figured
wait,
this out,
5 there as
we
well.
work by like pairs and widths and stuff like that. We'll explain it more later, but yeah.
Well,
You-
since I've got the 2, I think I have to have been imprisoned with y'all.
yes.
Yeah.
That's an easy one to knock out. Right
10 and
away.
2. Everyone needs to have a 10 and 2.
Are we all gonna be the cobblers that got imprisoned for fucking up their shoes?
No, because none of us are cobblers yet.
Everyone's
I
involved
want
in
you
the
to be
same
my royal
diplomatic.
cobbler.
Everyone's
You say
involved
no,
in the same
it goes to
diplomatic
jail.
instrument and then got imprisoned for it.
For that 2. Wait, no, not 2. That 3.
Fight, dodge, and parry go under. Thorough body or what? Or that coordination?
See, the 3 is always the one that I have the biggest trouble with getting. Like, decide.
You've got someone got spurned, love triangle, or StarCraft lovers.
Do you want to
see
be
what I
pretty?
mean?
Do you want to be trendy and try to find true love on Cthulhu Island?
I
Do you
think
want to be
maybe
pretty?
we'll start
Do you want to be
crossing
really
that.
pretty? It's very easy.
And you want to have problem enemy as another second problem enemy as well.
So many enemies. So little time.
That's why we're all going off to fight the Crusades. We want to get the fuck away from the people trying to
Yeah.
Ah, wisdom.
running directly into other people who want to kill.
Yes. You're getting away from the people who want to kill you specifically to people who are just more generally murderers.
You're only beauty 1, which basically makes you the prettiest person in the village, as opposed to like beauty 3, which people stop and stare.
Which makes you the prettiest person in the country.
I always wonder, are they stackable? So if you get beauty 1 and beauty
don't
3,
think
do
they
get beauty
are.
4?
No, they
I'm
only
pretty
come
sure
from garbage threes.
Yeah.
Loose threes?
Well, no, I think he means if
If
We
you have
start at
like,
2. Does it
big
go
point
up?
by.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, 6 saved someone's life. Guess whose?
No one in this group.
No one in this group. Yeah.
Clearly, it was the Pope.
Oh, great. We have a minder. No, we have the minder.
5 still, I think.
Yeah, I don't think you've done the 5 yet.
You could use a cook.
Outstanding cook. or stranded.
Stranded would explain the star-crossed lovers.
That it would.
And also, you could get picked up by a certain ship full of brass gangs.
But he's already been imprisoned on said ship.
Oh, true, yes. Well, that was
You got
after he got.
pre-cap-
That was after he got picked up. He was my saviour's clank.
Ah, I know you. There's a bounty on your head. You're coming with us.
Now a 9. 9s are also kind of difficult.
These are called rituals, strange birthmark,
Strange birthmark does give you knack for learning, and someone else that wants to kill you.
Gnostic religion experience.
You say that like enemy is a good
One
thing.
enemy, thank you.
Enemies are
Did any of
just
us not roll an enemy?
Yeah, screw it. I'll go with Gnostic experience. Specifically Gnostic. I've basically decided how my outlook. Then
So
for the 10.
So what is the base stats for a character? Because there's +1.
You
for-
start with a 2 and everything, and you can't go past,
Ah.
I think it's a 5.
Okay.
Start with a 2, can't go past 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, do I want another patron and another enemy, or do I want something?
Son of a bitch. Ow.
You alright there?
No.
Doesn't sound like he's okay.
His enemies caught up with him.
Before the session had even started. They're fast.
+1 a body.
I wonder about all those enemies.
Yeah. How many fucking skills are there?
I think I'm gonna go
Quite a
with
few.
Yes.
the Decadent Rich, actually.
Huh?
How decadent.
Well, decadent enough to throw me into a...
They threw you somewhere to be quiet. Keep you quiet.
yeah.
Oh,
Basically, I was at that diplomatic incident. I just wasn't involved.
so also having that religious experience means that I can cast spells.
Yes.
Yep.
Yay.
You have
Already has a cleric.
I can cast one spell, maybe. Not very well, but I can cast it.
It's
You
okay.
know that magic is a thing.
Yeah.
You also probably know it's heavily corruptive.
May I suggest protection from occult?
Ugh.
Alright, are you about done?
Yeah, I do believe that's my entire set.
Alright. Who's up next then?
I'll throw them then.
Toss them
See if this
bones. 6
Oh, you didn't
That
sort
did
them.
not work. Did not order the result properly.
Alright, you got 3 sevens.
Or do you want me to throw that again?
Up to you.
You were giving up Candy Sage, which would be +5 student in a field. I would honestly redo a reroll. Have some chaos and reorder it.
Yeah, I'm happy with you re-rolling.
Alright, that's kind of
Give
weird
me-
because that worked last time.
You don't even have a 2. You don't even have a 10 or a 2.
I know, the roll is clearly invalid. This was working before, now it's not working.
Just keep rolling till it works. The first one that works will count.
Alright.
No.
It's not ordering.
Give me a second. Want me to throw it for you, Taryn?
Hang on.
Let's try mine.
Why do you hate me, computer?
There we go. Taryn is ordered. This one's ordered.
2 10s.
Oh dear.
It's clearly invalid. I can't be a
Yeah.
cobbler with that roll.
Oh, brat.
Yeah.
But
Do you
you
want
can't
that
be
one or
a
do you want to
you
try
can't-
rolling? Well, we can need to get you order of rolling sorted.
Let me try one more try. And that still fails, and I don't know why.
Did you put a thing after the end of it?
Yeah.
I see what you did. You put order result first, or after the other one.
Yeah, I've tried it both
you have to
ways.
Start.
/ order results. 11d10 and then something.
Oh, you don't
There
do
we
the
go.
die. What the heck?
Hey,
And
look at
notice
that, a 2 and a 10.
tradition.
Right. So you are also a beggar at some point.
Yep.
A beggar that's also a student.
Well,
I clearly begged for passage
mean-
on this boat.
I mean, let's be honest. Students back in this time typically were beggars.
Essentially.
Makes sense. Or very wealthy.
Kind of say you take mine because you would have been a noble Baybel with a +1 command and shit like that. Bye blow. You would actually have ranks in wealth and shit.
and what's the
What?
double
Who needs
8?
that? Come on.
You're the squad leader.
I'm the foot soldier. I'm the grunt. We've got a squad leader.
I'm
No,
he's
you got
my
an officer.
lieutenant.
You're the
Oh, you're right. You're right.
He's
Wait,
a
here's a
lieutenant.
question. You get everything below your that other rank, right, Gray?
Yes.
Right.
Okay. So that's 2 people with command.
Oh, you're right. I am the squad leader. My mistake.
Demands a stat.
Do,
Two soldier roles.
So you obviously you try to be a student. Didn't make you any money, so sod it. I'm joining the army.
No, my parents wanted me to be a student.
Ah,
I ran off to join the army. Went rather well, and then didn't.
Too bad that surprisingly, when you go into the army, they go to wars. Like who
how
would
dare
have?
they?
War were declared. At least I got my pork flavored gum.
They went and decided to go to war with ridiculousness in itself, the fucking Eldritch powers. All right.
Let's see. That's
So-
2, a 5, and a 10. That's not a lot.
No,
Yeah,
you tend to if you get more kind of like careers, you get less waste.
Yep.
So you can be robbed, imprisoned, or escape a death sentence. You're in a scout,
Oh, it's-
a cook.
It's quite clear to me that I was His Majesty's personal cobbler and one of his most trusted advisors. But then I was stranded on an island because by some people who wanted to overthrow the king, until I was picked up by this boat, full of prisoners with death sentences.
You talk like it's our fault.
No, I talk like this
He's
is a
just
terrible thing that happened, but
lamenting
it's
his life.
better than starving.
Where does the fight skill go under?
Shame we don't have a cook. Oh well.
I find it
That's
funny that my body dice and my fight dice are I roll 8 dice if I'm punching you in the face.
What is
I think that's how that works.
Yeah, because it's body plus fight.
Okay, fight is under body then. Okay.
Well,
Maybe I
fight
should pick up
is
standing cook.
Well, it
yeah,
depends.
fight is broad-based, untrained, naturally vicious brawling.
Nah.
Oh, frag! I have a +5. I have a +8 to fight. Yeah, good.
Yeah, you're an officer. You picked quite a bit up.
Well, I'm able seaman plus foot soldier plus officer and all that shit.
Ah. Okay,
Nah, I'm
so
taking Rob
fight.
instead of,
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. So fight is far. It's far less like. It's more just like bowling over people. I mean, you can still use it for your weapons, but it's less like. It's less like being trained in a yard by somebody who knows what they're doing, and more like just swing axe and murder somebody.
Weapon is like for stabbing.
Yeah,
Fight is
weapon
a
is
fun-
being precise. Fight is being effective.
I have +4 parry. Holy shit! I'm not going to die horribly. What's this mean? This is weird. Me being a melee person.
welcome to rolling randomly.
Yeah.
Actually, being a fighter.
I'm still waiting for Zeb to roll something stupid.
Zeb, it's you know
Alright.
what you must do now.
Yeah, you finished.
5
your-
tens. I know what I must do. 5 tens. It's a / order result 11d10, right?
Yeah, and then something after that. Just anything.
Like a period or whatever. Is there a
Yeah.
space between?
Yeah.
Not
Damn.
like that.
There's a 2 and a 10.
Tradition.
All right, 3 4s, 2 5s, 2 7s.
You're a canny tradesman.
Quartermaster.
And then 2 5s makes you an able seaman. 2 7s gets you lowly sage.
A lot of sages in this group.
Yeah. And then the rest is all junk.
Like, is everybody here imprisoned?
No,
Pretty much.
I was stranded.
You were stranded.
Yeah,
It's the same thing, but less walls.
By a prison ship. Also, I was stranded too. Were we stranded on the same?
Yeah, that's up to you. But weren't you also imprisoned?
All right, so let's see.
Yeah, after I was stranded.
Right. Because of all the enemies.
He was press ganged. So
Then
basically,
they decided they didn't want you.
yeah.
I was never press ganged.
Okay, that's someone else.
Coordination.
Oh no, that was an option.
All
Yeah, I
right,
was stranded
so
or press ganged, I think.
all right, let's see. Nope. That's. I could either be robbed, imprisoned,
Robbed is good.
Or-
Sense can be useful.
escaped death sentence. What's fool lucky?
Spend 1 EXP point to reroll a dice pool.
Slightly less useful.
I mean,
It's a
it's
reroll.
useful in the sense that you get to just do a complete reroll, but
1
Also
XP.
the cost is pretty high.
Yeah.
But you also can do that as many times as you want as long as you have XP. You're not limited. So if you need to not die,
You're very good at actually doing something as long as you're happy you're not going to work afterwards.
I think I'll go for where is it? Do I even have any wealth? I don't think so.
None of us had any wealth.
Well, actually, you
2,
might
6,
because
8, 10.
you're a canny tradesman.
I do actually get a point.
That gives
Canny
you
tradesman gives me
plus 1
haggle
wealth.
language. Yeah, 1 wealth from miserly merchant. So,
I think.
Yeah.
Let's see.
because
they
that
talk-
gets me a level and any other advantage. Where's the advantages?
Advantages
they're-
are earlier in the character creation.
Yeah, they start on page 40.
Do like how for that one it says if you want to keep your wealth, just stick it before the event before that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ow! Son of a. So,
Possession. You own an item of value. Not only do you own it, but as with an animal companion, it's an important part of your character, thus has limited plot immunity. Meaning the GM can't wreck it, steal it, or seriously devalue it without good reason.
They know what they're dealing with. Consider the fact that I gave up Animal Companion, which could have gave me a War Dog. Which could give me more
I think I'll
fight.
just go for imprisoned.
Welcome aboard.
Hmm.
As yet another person is thrown in the same cell on the ship.
Everyone's
I
in
apparently
prison.
sold somebody a lemon. And it wasn't a good lemon either. Let's see. 6. That would be Gladiator.
Gladiator's pretty good.
Yeah, I know. Weapons, spear. That fits so well with considering the look at the picture that I've chosen.
Yep.
6 also would be Vengeance Quest or saved someone's life and get me a patron.
Oh, wow.
First, martial technique in a path based on spear, and dodge or parry. You know, I think I'll go for Gladiator.
A gladiatorial merchant.
You got to
And
get your
then when
starting
you get thrown
somewhere.
In prison, you don't get to decide what you do.
8 is let's see.
Has he sold a sword made of tin?
Kidnapped by
No.
barbarians.
That explains the gladiator. Now we know who you sold the lemon to.
Stolen birthright or disastrous mountain expedition. Leather hard.
And that's where
Leatherhard gives you 1 extra wound on all locations.
That's pretty good.
It's really fucking good.
That's
I mean,
pretty amazing.
that's why I took it, because I'm like, oh, I get to not die.
If you're taking gladiator, that's amazing.
It would explain why I have leather. What's the other one? Jeez. Kidnapped by barbarians. I think I'll go for disastrous mountain expedition.
Well, that explains the kidnapping.
He went up to the mountains, got kidnapped by barbarians, and forced to fight.
No, that would have been the disastrous mountain expedition.
All right.
And then 10. Let's see, do I want...
How high can a skill go? Is 5 its cap or what?
Let me look, because I know 5 is more or less a soft cap for skills
Yeah,
and stats.
Your total can't go any higher than 10, so...
Well, yeah, you cannot start with a stat higher than 5, and you cannot start with a skill higher than 5.
Okay, because in prison because my backgrounds put me on 5 fight, and then in prison gives me another 2 fight.
Yeah,
That's unfortunate.
so yeah, I do not know. I think just like if you randomly roll it, it's kind of sucks to be you. I don't think it. Let's see, because it might say something.
I mean, I can just switch it over to escape Destinus, which I'm on a Destinus at this moment.
Yeah.
I think if you go over 5, you get to turn it into an expert dice.
Yeah, let me check and see.
Let's see, that 10, I think I'll go for the His Majesty's personal cobbler, because why not?
Go Team Cobbler.
Same king, different king. Was there a cobbler convention that went horribly wrong?
That's what the diplomatic incident was.
Clearly,
we're just early versions of Kingsman.
What was the
that's
diplomatic
all.
incident we're agreeing to?
We haven't actually
agreed to it yet.
Well, there was this this party at the elves what was it?
I have a thing though. Clearly, if we have 2 different His Majesty's cobblers, one makes the left shoe, one makes the right shoe.
Obviously.
And that's why we're in prison.
You're in prison. I just got stranded. I was loyal.
All right, so let's see. Ordering my thing, I'll be a foot soldier first, then having a diplomatic incident, then some kind of disastrous experience, which might have happened at the same time, then go to imprisoned, religious experience, lowly sage and beggar, and then press ganged. So I'm a monk who's been press ganged.
Yep.
Pirates don't really care who they're picking up as long as they're work.
I mean, so I roll 8 dice for fight.
Nice.
So like this is like one of the beefier monks that you've seen.
You spent a lot of time working in the fields.
Hey, great. So If I'm going, since I'm going above 5 at the beginning, can I start with one expert dice or master die?
I'll still look for that.
Yeah, what do I want to have a knack of learning about?
Yeah. What do you want to get really good at?
Well, dodge is if I want to live.
You don't want to live.
But do you want to kill?
Well, I mean, I already have ridiculously high in fight, but we'll see.
About the master dice.
Coordination, flight, climb, sailing.
Sorry, this has been a bit of a slow one, folks, but we're new at this.
We're new. We got a few things. It's not got too badly.
Entirely new system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been interesting learning about the characters.
We all have part of it. One international incident.
I'm actually thinking about starting this with you guys mutinying on the boat.
Certainly could.
Now you're just getting us in more trouble.
Also, I think I am the only person who has.
Us, I mean me.
Actually, no, I'm not the only one. Who else is a sage?
Me.
Hi.
Okay, so we have 3 people who have some kind of knowledge about healing people.
I also
That's good.
have general lore knowledge.
Language.
Oh, I have 2 ranks in heal.
Yeah, same.
That's
Actual
what you
healing
get for
ability.
being a sage.
Yeah, so like,
Lore.
Oh, is that where that came from?
Yeah, Discord, I'm happy with you taking a master dice because that seems to match up points wise.
Okay,
It goes expert dice and then
Extra
master
dice, sorry, yeah.
Well, I have a +2 for that over that. So what's 2 points will you get me? That's the question.
Okay, I know there's rules about this, but I don't know where they are.
I'll take an expert die.
yeah, because like buying an expert die and buying a master die actually does
Ridiculous amount of things.
well, expert dice do things, but like the cost of them is yeah. Let me see.
It costs like 2 experience, but it costs a little bit of experience points, so we can go for 1 mad die.
Well, yeah, but you're trading in 2 skill points for one of them, so.
Yeah, an expert die is supposed to be an extra.
No, expert die is an extra die, but you don't roll it. You just get to choose the number.
Before you roll.
Before you roll it.
Yeah, master
Master
die
die
is you get to
is
choose the
my
number
thing.
after you roll.
I am a fucking hurry motherfucker if parry and fight are both on the body.
What's
Should
your
I get
parry at?
dodge or parry?
7 to total pool.
Yeah, mine's like we're warrior buddies.
War buddies. This time get this late. This is the first time you're not active. We're actually trying to kill other things rather than each other.
Should I get
Oh,
dodge or
don't
parry?
Depending. Are you using more weapon? Are you what would you want? I mean, do you want to be able to skip a fireball or stop a sword?
The fireball more than likely. That's at range. So dodge.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I need to find esoteric knowledges.
And then +4 master dice student cobbler.
It's +4 and a master dice.
Yeah. So you get you get an extra 4 dice and a dice you can just set to whatever you want at the start.
At the end, it's
at
master.
the end, sorry, yeah.
Master means you can never fail. Which is kind of nice.
Huh, that's weird. Haggle is a command skill.
Yep.
You there, give me lower money. Now!
Something like that. All right. You'd think it'd be charm, but whatever.
Student, what do I want my other student up thing to be?
Ow. Son of a bitch, my neck. All right.
Throw is a weapon skill, right?
It's a
Okay, I'd
The
just like
coordination
to
thing.
point out, I have points in literally every charm skill.
Guess
Where's
who's
the
the face?
Yeah. Where's the skill list?
Skills
At the beginning?
The skill listing starts on page 30.
30?
Yeah.
You cut out there.
30, yes. 30.
All right.
And then more specific rules are starting on 76.
Hey, Greg, what would be a general like knowledge of travel, expedition, or geography? How about geography?
That sounds like it'd be an expert skill.
I mean, yeah, it was because I have a known like I have a extra I have the student of thing
Yeah, that'd be a student skill, actually. You're right.
Yeah.
because I want to know something
geography
about
would work.
Expert
Yeah.
skills are just student skills, but for actual physical work instead of.
here we go. Yes, student of sailing, student of geography, because I would know where I want to. I want to know where I am and where things are. And
Which,
very
to be fair, is probably a good idea.
And what do I have left over? What's my last thing? So I have imprisoned, which would give me vigor. Yeah, knack for learning. What do I want to peg for Nako learn? Can you learn sorcery? Like, if you don't start with it, can you learn it later on?
You can learn anything, I think.
Yeah. There's any restrictions.
I have one skill in my best stat.
All right. So
Clearly, my nickname is Eagle Eye.
You have a best stat?
Yeah, I have 4 cents.
Wow, I'm sitting here with 2s and 3s.
Yeah, most of my stuff is 2s and 3s.
It's kind of odd. The gladiators says I get dodge, but it doesn't give me a number. It's the only thing that doesn't give me a number in all my list. So does that just mean 1 or what?
Clearly, you overflow your dodge stat. No.
well, here's the thing. This knack ability comes from my strange birthmark. So I'm going to go with fucking Eldritch powers.
+3 weapon. Thick-headed. The first martial technique in a pass based on spear, dodge, or parry. So, what your questions are? Sorry, Zeb?
Hmm?
What was
I
your
was
question?
wondering whether what my skill at dodge is, because gladiator says that I've got 3 weapons: spear, thick-headed, spear martial art, and then it just says dodge or parry, and it doesn't say how much.
I think that just means 1.
1, yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's what I thought, but I was making sure. All right. 1.
Tentacles of Infernal Doom.
Down.
I don't see any way for that to go badly.
That's the good news. Bad news is spells are sold separately. You buy them as advantages or learn them as you go, but once you know a spell, you cast it as often as practical. If you learn Tentacles of Infernal Doom, it is not something you can do just once. You can cast it about as often as a swordsman can swing his blade.
And you get some doom, and you get some doom, and you get some doom.
Yeah, I'm going to pick being a psyker. Thank you very much. As my knack that wants me dead for.
Understandably.
Throw a weapon skill. That would make sense.
Patron 5, Lack for Learning 5. Where does Vigor go under?
Stealth.
Bigger.
Probably
Vigor.
body. I don't have that
Yeah.
one. Oh, I missed one.
Body Vigor, yeah. We can recover from combat and stuff like that.
My cobbler ability is as good as is my highest skill.
Well, you are His Majesty's personal
You're
cobbler.
yeah, you're a cobbler for the king. What do you expect?
I'm as good at cobbling as I am at brawling.
Look, you know what? You know what an army marches on? Its feet. They need new shoes.
You are very correct there. Still funny.
Mm-hmm.
Page 217.
Military force. All right, so tactician is ordering people around. Inspire. You can provoke the higher and nobler or crueler and coarser emotions in those who listen. Okay, that's good to see.
I feel sorry for the entire England already.
Look, I'm not going to go completely. I'm not going to go crazy Wizard King. All right, you would have to stop me first.
We have that on recording, so in like 10 sessions' time, when he's crazy Wizard King of England, we'll remember that.
All right. Something also to keep in mind, though, starting out with the point of sorcery does not mean you know any spells.
I know. I'm not starting. I don't even have important sorcery. I'm just taking the knack for learning to
He's
cheaply learn
talking-
sorcery.
I think. he's
Yeah,
talking to
I
the-
have
Yay.
it, but sorcery is getting a sorcery or a spell is an actually cost XP like an advantage.
Oh, hey, great. Speaking of sorcery, can I have my sorcery run off charm?
I mean, you can pick any skill you like.
Sorcery.
Yeah.
Sorcery runs off sense, though. I thought it was.
Nope,
They
sorcery.
actually explicitly say they're not giving you a specific stat for sorcery.
Yeah. Now, I mean, you can concentrate it on a certain skill, on a certain stat, but it can be used for most stats unless specifically stated otherwise.
I do like Animal Companion 5, a trade riding mammoth. Anyway, sorcery.
Alright, so how are we doing for stat thinking?
I think I'm set.
Now, my question is, how do you determine what you start out with in terms of gear?
Your skills. They
Okay.
have expected equipment, expected
Yeah, but
possessions.
only if you have 5 dice or an expert or master die in.
Oh, really?
Ah,
All right then.
So if most of you haven't got that, then we are probably going to be doing the mutiny on the bounty.
also a lot of the body skills. Parry. So it's a combined total of 5 dice.
I believe so, yeah.
Where do you get that one?
I don't actually remember.
That's starting.
Each skill has a notation at the end listing expected positions.
Ah.
You don't get the,
Yeah.
You have an ED, an MD, or 5 dice.
Starts with an item or a collection of items. Don't get too excited. None of them have pile of gold coins as expected possession.
This game has a sense of perspective, does it not?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, if you want other normal items in your possession, as you can manage, just ask the GM. And it actually
So-
says you should be cool about normal stuff, but maybe not something that qualifies as a possession.
So no
Well,
trebuchet.
I technically
So
have
basically,
2 possessions.
You've got shivs.
So what does Eerie give me?
No,
What does?
It doesn't actually say if the 5 dice is the total, or you have to actually have 5 in the skill.
Okay,
No, 5 dice is the total. That would be your stat plus your skill.
can I ask a quick question, Gray?
Yeah.
Since I'm getting my knack for learning from my chaos mark on my head, can I use my body as my main casting stat for sorcery?
Yeah.
I mean, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, that's perfect sense.
All right.
I also love the fact that, no, quite literally, like, I'm not even a trained fighter. Like, I just...
Hmm?
Okay, where the
Expert.
hell did I get this point? of
Okay,
skill?
bandages, splint materials, and healing.
All right. So I got to become anything but a wizard king. But can I be king wizard? That's the question.
Well, the easiest option would be if you hadn't decided on your character's gender just yet.
I mean, queen wizard?
Wizard Queen
It
or
wizard?
Sorcerer King.
Just don't turn yourself into a lich.
Okay.
Or do. We're not here to judge. We'll wait until after it happens.
I mean, I'll judge him if he decides to be a skeleton.
I'm not going to be Mott. Thank you very much. But that was pretty fun.
Why not?
Mott was a lot less than a skeleton, let's be honest.
By the end,
Alright.
I'm still the saltiest I've ever been is that we lost that part of that recording.
Oh, yeah. We seem to lose the key bits of this campaign. Like, we lost the like, Necrograndma coming out and saying, yeah, Necromancer, what you do about it.
Then we had the epic ending of, at least we got the bits where the big Royal Rumble happened, where I was just sending getting every giant to attack the big pile of giants. But like how it all ended was just so good.
Yeah. I like the thing, Severin used his body.
Never.
Good work, Severin.
Yeah, lovely, isn't it?
Yep, everybody is just us going to be working out how to jigger this system, because Roll20 does not have a
Yeah, that's
One
the thing.
religion.
Roll20 probably does.
no Roll20. I mean,
But we
freaking.
use Fantasy Grounds.
If anyone out there has an idea of what Fantasy Grounds does for this, let us know.
No, it doesn't. I've had a look.
I went through the
So I just
forums
need to
a
check
lot. There's
that
nothing.
skill.
Skill.
All right, 78.
As opposed to, as of 7 months ago, there wasn't one for Roll20.
Oh, wow. So basically, no one likes the one roll engine.
At least online.
Yeah.
Where do we
Probably
get
quite
the
hard. It's probably difficult to program because it's lots of random dice sorting.
Yeah.
Where does the thing for expert possessions at again?
They'll be under the skill listings.
They're listed with the skill.
All right, because so fight doesn't have an item then.
Yeah, fight doesn't have an item, but fight is just a very general skill. The only issue with fight is more or less that you can't have finesse with the fight skill.
You punch somebody, or you are ripping somebody apart.
Well, I mean, you can stab somebody with the sword, but like trying to
Parry.
that specific, but trying to like punch through that very specific thing, or like to
Aim shots is weapon, right? Essentially.
so you're not really a duelist. You're more of a I stab you in the gut.
I have an axe, essentially.
Yeah. You use force and effort in order to deal your damage, not skill and speed.
It's only that I'm bestial, and everything. So you figure it out.
Soldier versus fencer.
Yeah, more or less. That's like, I mean, they more or less say fight is general punch everybody skill, and weapon skill is you can be specialized in certain things, and you're far you're far better at that one particular weapon, but again, you're specializing in a
Also,
weapon.
it says here that fight is not very useful for ranged weaponry.
Yeah, no, that is. I think you need weapon because that.
Good
Yeah.
thing I've
That
got
makes
throw.
sense.
I mean, hitting somebody with the pointy end is easy enough, but knowing how to fight somebody.
All right, so so is it combined pool to get you an item or what?
Yeah, it's combined.
All right, so I have a shield or a dagger. I'm gonna go with shield. Ow. So I can actually block and beat. It is both shield and bashing board. Tee hee hee. Endurance, vigor. Does vigor does not have anything? No.
Yeah, a lot of them don't.
Yep.
Inspire.
I've got a pair
Man.
of good running shoes, a good luck charm, and some
Four.
fancy clothes, and that's basically.
Is there a way to is there a way to bookmark things on PDFs?
Yeah.
That PDF should have bookmarks of its own.
Really? Where?
Well, it bookmarks every single page.
Well, no, the one I'm using has like proper sectional bookmarking.
Sailing.
Oh yeah, here we go. Bookmarks. Fuck, here we go. There's actually full-on bookmarks here.
Still have no idea what throw is.
I think
Throw.
throw is just your ability to hit things.
I'm pretty sure it's a
No,
thrown
that-
weapon skill.
That's the thing, though. There's nothing saying.
Yeah.
what it-
It isn't described, but
I mean, I think it's just how good you are at hitting things with that you chuck. It's like fight for range. You know what I mean,
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
I always thought it was a straight up just a weapon skill,
Yeah,
like
that-
sword or spear
Yeah,
Haggle.
they're
or bow.
weapon skills for ranged weapons.
Ice.
Wait, fuck, if that is the skill... Oh my god, the entire Stranded thing is just one big reference to Castaway.
Yes, yes, it is.
2,
Who
3.
booed?
Is that where that came from? Yep, that's where that came from.
I had ooh.
I don't like these sounds, discard.
What did you do, discard?
I have rope.
Knowledge. And
Okay.
skills.
So I need to figure. out. So what page? Yeah, no, these bookmarks are the bookmarks that I have in mine. Anyways, are kind of useless.
Yeah, same here.
So what page is like items and such? Because I have a shield. I technically can start with a shield.
Yeah,
That sounds like it's gonna
Appendix
be
stuff on which to spend money?
I mean, I figure honestly that since fight is so broad, I don't really need to actually have a weapon because again, if no small number of us are imprisoned on a ship, we wouldn't really start with weapons. It just might be stuff that we pick
I
up
might have
and
shivs or something, but
it's a pickup and or cough requisition.
I think equipment is like it just don't really full worry about it.
Yeah, it's only the valuable stuff that you actually need to worry about.
It's not like we're starting with magic weaponry or shit like that.
shields, page 184.
Sense direction.
So 8.
That's 184 shield. A shield is a specialized type of armor because it has a degree of mobile protection. You have a shield. Beginning of each combat round, you can declare that you're
How
protecting a
big a
specific body
shield
part.
does it say you get?
It just says shield.
It just says shield.
Lame.
Of course it does.
That's annoying.
5 pages of weapons, 1 line for shields.
Well,
So-
no, that's the thing. It does go into like what different sizes of shields can do. It's just the thing that
I
Light
think we
has
can just
doesn't
say
know
what
what
kind of shield we
size-
have.
All right.
It's
so-
entirely possible they all cost close enough to the same amount of money that it abstracts out.
So what page are the shields?
The write-up is on 184. It doesn't actually say much on it.
It just says that
Yeah.
it basically protects a group of 4 and 4 6s or anything like that. You can declare if you're defending a
Well,
part of your body.
I say again, we can say field requisition, and wooden stuff is probably easiest to.
All right, and for things like hand weapons, you can also start with a dagger if you want, which would give you width and killing, if you want killing damage. So if you want to be savage, and daggers can also be used to parry too.
Yeah.
You could also parry with your shield, but you can also say that you are well parrying with a shield, defending a part of your body. Which I'm going to go and start with dagger, just because just having a knife is pretty okay.
Yeah, I'll start with the shield. Though again, a lot of this is we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Apparently, a
Because we
dagger
still have yet
costs
to
0
actually
wealth
play the
anyway.
game.
You have no idea what is optimal, or even if there's an optimal.
Well, there's always an optimal. It's just sometimes it's not as fun that way.
Remember, people, we are playing this to have fun. So who
And
would
for
be-
the first time, which is why this is taking so damn long.
So here's a
Yeah.
question, Greg. Who would be my patron? Is my main question from the diplomatic incident.
See, I did something clever, I feel. My patron is the woman I was having an affair with that got me kicked onto an island.
All right.
Kicked
Some of the
onto
stuff,
an island.
some of this stuff, I'll probably figure out after we
Well,
do
yeah,
the session
they
because
kicked
there's
me
no way I'm
off
going
the
to think about
boat
it right now.
onto the
Because it's
island.
mostly just the patron and the enemy I need to figure out.
Yeah.
And it's only her word that made them kick me onto an island instead of into a shark.
All right. Okay. Who would want to kill me for my birthmark? Right? Would you say the Inquisition?
Literally everyone.
Yeah.
So enemies, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably the Catholic Church.
Okay. So religious.
Really, I think it mostly depends on what exactly the birthmark is.
Well, this birthmark is basically what I'm using to say that I'm a sorcerer. Is basically what's making it very easy for me to cast sorcery. So I don't know, either a Haster's mark or a Zinchian thing. Oh no, I know what it is. It's a key. It's a keyhole.
If we see a big red guy with horns, I'm going to either kill him or run away.
I don't think you're gonna kill him, let's be honest.
Yes, but I have to say that I'm either going to kill him or run away, so that the option is out there.
No, I mean,
It's a-
I don't think you'll be
Okay.
able to kill him if you try.
Okay, so Gray, my birthmark is a keyhole on the back of my head, behind my hair, underneath my
Okay.
hair.
You're the keymaster then. Does that make you the gatekeeper?
So he just
Well-
has to beware.
Look, I'm only just saying that there's a very specific deity that deals in paths and keys.
Thresholds of all kind, really.
Keys in the way. And also problems from diplomatic incident. Who did I piss off? Let's see. Diplomatic incident. I probably ticked off the. So in this thing, we have a combined crusade of the basically the Muslims and the Catholics versus the Cthulhu's, right?
Basically, yeah.
All right. So I'm going to say that I had a diplomatic incident with any of the people of the other side of the crusading force, the Islamic side. I did something really dumb. Muslims. There we go. Or just be the Catholic, the church, the church. I already have one enemy religious.
Yeah, you don't want too many religious enemies.
Okay. Enemy.
Especially not at
enemy.
this time of year. Time of history?
Yeah,
Okay, I can't
history.
say-
Point in history.
I can't say
There we go.
Pope then.
If you were personally annoyed the Pope, you would be in a lot more trouble than you think.
No, you've personally annoyed Cardinal Richelieu. Yes, he hasn't been born yet. That doesn't matter.
Enemy cult? No, that's not the religious. So I have the Inquisition. I'm going to have enemy Inquisition for that one over here. And this other one here will be enemy. Templars. No, not Templars. It depends. Okay, who? Okay.
No, take enemy Templars and take weapon skill Hidden Blade. I dare you.
I don't know. I mean, who hates me a whole lot?
Give it time.
Yeah, give the list.
Well, here's the thing. I usually earn people disliking me in some form or fashion.
You've already done that, just off screen. We just cut to the
Just take
chase.
the French.
Fuck, there we go, Frenchman.
By the way, my character is French.
Well, you also are Shanghai, right?
Stranded, yes.
So, would that not
By the
mean...
French.
Would that mean you have beat up on... Don't you have beat on sailors?
No, that's if you were press ganged. I was stranded.
Okay, I was hoping you'd be press ganged, so you would immediately hate my character.
I didn't roll press ganged.
That's unfortunate.
I would have taken it otherwise. Never look up the opportunity to get into a bar brawl.
All right, let's see now. So patron 5, patron. So we go. So it's a French. If okay, who is invading is the question. I mean, where is the crusade coming out of, Gray?
Probably landing Pas de Calais, Dover.
Dover.
It's still not, kind of
You got a world map you can use real fast, or a map of the English of the Europes.
Oh, Dover, yeah. That would be opposite France.
Oh, map.
Just lie.
Ooh, you know what I could be? I could be a Spanish conquistador.
Lie.
anything that doesn't involve a terrible accent, please.
Lie.
Okay. Just think in your head everything comes with a very suave Spanish accent.
With you involved, no.
I also have a pencil mustache.
Where did that come from?
I mean, my face, hopefully. I mean, it's not like it just came over and jumped on my face. I jumped on from somewhere. So it would be French. Will be the French lens going up and getting into London.
Here you go. Here's an extremely accurate map from the period.
That is an extremely accurate map from the period.
What?
And if you give me about an hour, I'll figure out exactly what part of the world I'm looking at.
It says Britannia right in the middle.
And if you give me another half an hour after that, I may even figure out which way is supposed to be north.
I'm back. What have I missed?
Everything. Nothing.
I'm just trying to figure out where the frack I'm coming from. I'm trying to figure out who hates me. Who hates me?
Well, you've done that already. The French and the Catholics.
Yeah. Which would probably mean I'm Spanish.
Spanish works. Portugal works.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I think I'm gonna be a Spaniard, which means I need to figure out a Spanish noble name.
Oof. I mean, I say, given the backstory. I'm trying to figure out what makes the most sense.
Well, I mean, I got picked up probably on. the
Well, also
ship
we should
today.
all try to figure out a language that we can all communicate with, even if it's not our native tongue.
Galactic
Well, I
Common.
speak French and probably Latin.
I've got 2 points in language. I'm not sure which language though.
All I've
Yeah.
got is my native, so.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna go with the first 2 things I see. I'm gonna go. My name is character's name is Ada's Alamo. Alamo.
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
that's the issue with starting off with all these different countries is that
Yeah.
no, seriously, we have to figure out if we want to talk, how we talk to each other.
Well, I
You-
mean, French is still kind of the lingua franca.
Yeah.
I mean, here is a thing.
Is it at this point? Because I thought France. French.
Well, it was.
French was the diplomatic language as of like in the Enlightenment period.
Intimidate.
Well,
Latin,
regardless, we
Latin
can.
would be fairly common.
Yeah.
Look, clearly, for each and every person we have here, we just speak in subtitles.
You know, well, I mean, actually, Latin does make sense because if I'm going for the piety thing, so I'm
Look,
actually thinking maybe being a German.
If you're a scholar and you don't speak Latin, you're not a scholar.
Yeah, at this time
You're not
period,
even a fraud.
if you are a scholar and you do not speak and or read Latin. Okay, so that sounds good.
Hey, Gray, is there any way you can roll? You can like load in a different character sheet, or is this all we can really work with
That's
here?
all we've
You
got.
should be able to add another one.
Damn.
I'm not
Alright.
even using it.
Okay. I just need a page to keep. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go. You get like a note page for us for use.
Knowledge. Coordination.
Who knows?
That works.
Now the worst part.
What's the worst part? Pick portrait?
Name.
Name. Behind
Yeah.
the name? Pick a country.
Already
go behind
there.
the name. Yeah. Just hammer it until it looks fairly decent.
One dot.
Random name generator. So
Adis
German.
Oh wait, I'm doing this completely wrong. Where's random.org?
We use behind the name here, thank you.
Yes, I use random.org to determine which particular letters I'm using in my name.
You're weird.
Thank you.
That's like a whole new level.
Well, let's go with alliteration. Victor Voss.
Good work, Mr. Voss.
All right. So mission.
Is that if it's German though? Wouldn't that be WW?
Ugh.
Mission.
It's Russian, it would be
duty,
Victor
and
Voss.
and craving. So you can pick for those.
I-
You can afflict us with a craving later on, Gray. Victor Voss.
German W's are pronounced as V's.
It's
It's a silly language.
Coordination. Right.
All languages are silly.
Combat tracker.
This is very true.
in the immediate future. I need to buy head. I need to buy the extra slot in the head,
Coordination.
which I need to put because I need to have thick-headed because I basically have a keyhole to Eldritch Knowledge in the back of my head.
As long as no one comes along and rams a key into it, you should be okay.
I mean, we can only hope that doesn't happen.
Notes, right? Character notes.
Key in back of head.
There we go.
Probably extremely evil.
Discard evil.
Oh, right. I
God
forgot.
keyhole in back of head.
Discard. Very evil. More than normal.
Will
I don't see
destroy
why-
Britain.
The Isle of Man was just a warm-up.
Okay.
I don't try. I just Mr. Magoo these things that happen though.
Sure you do.
I don't set out with the express desire to destroy Britain.
Sure you do.
Alright, where's
And then something catches fire. Everybody.
coordination, knowledge.
No, God, don't make it lightning outside while I'm saying this on a clear day. That's not that bad of a flub. A fib. Okay, patron.
Now, you know who hates you, but who likes you? And do they also hate you?
Patron during this diplomatic incident to France. You know what? Is there a particular like enlightened college I could be a student of? Like I am a student of geography.
I mean, at this point in the world, I mean, it probably would depend, but I mean, there isn't really scientific thought going around in a lot of places at this point.
You're pretty much just at the end of the Dark Ages, so
Yeah.
people are only just getting themselves back into actually trying to learn stuff.
Because I mean, honestly, the scientists of the day are monks and priests and such.
So,
Position.
what they're thinking tends to get put aside by maybe that's a bit unreligious. Let's not think about that.
You know,
I mean,
we're going to go with Admiralty.
Yeah, because I mean, that's just the thing to keep in mind is like if you want like actual scientific places, yeah, we kind of probably have to wait until.
That's not how you spell Admiralty, is it?
Close enough.
I mean, for actual scientific backgrounds, we probably have to wait until. I would actually say probably the Renaissance, or maybe slightly earlier than that.
Remember that a lot of the Renaissance stuff came out of like some level of religious pursuits as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the early church was the Middle Ages church rather was basically the only science around. They are the only ones who had the money to fund it and the long-term goals to, the long-term vision to actually see it through. Plus trying to understand this creation they ended up in,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it'll stick around. The creation, I mean.
That'd be good. That might be a good way to get back in the good graces of all these people you've angered. Nah, that's completely false.
Look, clearly, I just gotta make sure that they all blow up before I do.
Or while.
Look, I'm not going to make Haster 2.0 as the man who has a knack for body sorcery and a keyhole in the back of his head.
We don't believe you.
Or
Even
a key
anything
mark.
negative reasons to believe.
Look,
If you start talking about keys and doors, we're going to start calling you yogurt.
just nothing about silver keys, all right?
He has.
Silver
Say,
key.
quickly flipping to the wise in the Cthulhu Mythos Encyclopedia.
No, it's not Cthulhu Mythos. He's a fucking Keyblader from Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, is that what's going on here? And here I thought he was working with the key in the door.
Excuse me, I gotta
The
go.
watcher on the
throw up a
threshold.
bit. I am not a Sora. Thank you very much. Holy shit.
What was your weapon skill again? Was it axes held upside down?
Wait, what's an axe held upside down? Wait, tell me about axes held upside down. What?
Okay, look at an axe. Now hold it the other way. Now it's a keyblade.
Oh dear.
You'd actually be able to hurt things if you'd hold the axe the right way around.
But I mean, here's the thing that really baffles me is that the Keyblade has this weird ass grip where the hilt
Yeah.
goes all around where you would hold it.
Yes.
Yeah, let's not go into the designs of Keyblades.
Let us not
Speaking,
delve
that's-
deeper into Kingdom Hearts. It is a silly place.
No. All right. So
So it's Camelot.
who's got what to sort out now?
All right.
Basically
I've
just
still got a
just
lot
need
to sort
find
out.
A name for my honey.
I just need to know how many throwing weapons I can have as incidental items,
And by extension,
and if I can have
am
javelins
Harry's
instead of
husband?
throwing knives.
The thing about throwing weapons is that anything you have on hand is a throwing weapon. You can have a sling and his is a throwing weapon.
Yes, but some things are better at throwing than others.
Yeah, my only thing at this point is I don't think starting out with sorcery gets me any spells to start with. So
You have to buy them from his advantages.
That is
All right.
entirely up to Gray whether you get a spell to start with.
yeah. Now
Question
I would say that are there so magic is all magic corruptive, or
All magic we've seen is corruptive, but we've only really seen the magic on the British Isles.
yeah, I was
They're
gonna say
pretty
because
corrupt
like is
place
there
right
like
now.
some kind of divine magic, like
Assume
literally
there would be.
drawing magic from faith and such?
You'd probably end up with a different kind of corruption from that, but we'll see.
Excuse me, God, can I have some magic that doesn't imperil my immortal soul?
Because remember,
To fight the baddies.
But you are the baddies.
I mean,
Yes,
consider
but I can change.
consider this very, very truthful image from
Now, I mean-
Crawl Classic.
I mean, that's honestly the way that. Oh, to get on another tangent, that's honestly the way that the Dresden Files works at it. If
Yeah, it
you're
pretty
not
much
human,
is.
then no, you actually are totally stuck in what you're going to be doing.
I mean, Gray over here, take a look at this. Or
Let's see, what's that?
in Rain. When we're talking wizarding, we really must remember this image here.
Yeah, from Dungeon Crawl Classic.
Do I
Go
regret
look.
clicking on this?
Go load it over, Gray.
Ah, of course. Right. The first 6 levels of being a wizard.
There we go.
We are
Oh,
currently
very funny. Ha ha, the mushroom on the crotch plate.
Yes.
Because
Hearing.
wizards are weird.
It explains the large robes.
Not sure how we do the corruption yet, but yeah, I can see like divine magic existing.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean that would
Okay.
be again.
does
That
the-
would be. Go ahead.
what does the Eerie skill do?
It's your ability to see sorcery and know what it is.
Yeah,
Basically,
sense
anything
magic?
that's not normal.
magic sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you have here's a question: it's like corruption could be getting dice in Eerie and something like that. And if you start getting master dice in Eerie, you get fucking you get visible mutation.
No, Eerie's kind of the counter to that.
Okay, can you
Eerie's
counter
your
that?
ability to actually like sense the stuff's gone horribly wrong.
Okay,
Eerie lets you tell the first 2 guys are wizards.
we could just we can just make up a new dice pool in its own self.
Just roll on the rogue trader corruption tables. They're pretty good.
Demon.
Alright.
I've been known to steal from them before.
So,
Clubbed hands. The
so-
thing about being a rogue trader, though, is that if you get clubbed bits, you go and like just chop them off and replace them with cybernetics.
Okay, is naming the woman I had an affair with Julieta a bit too much?
No,
I wouldn't know.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I heard Caribbean music in my head when you said that, so I don't know.
Coordination.
Should I recognize that name?
In the background.
Okay, maybe if I spell it, you might get why I'm asking that question.
Perform.
Julieta. Oh,
Except I pronounced it properly.
Julieta. Yeah.
Except Spanish. So, Spanish.
Yes, it is a Spanish name.
Still.
Alright, I think we should actually get started at some point.
All right.
You sure about
Let's have
that?
something horrible happen to our first characters.
But
I'm
first,
still
though,
trying to figure out what the heck I'm
First
going to be
characters.
calling myself, or flipping trying to get all my skills written down somewhere that makes sense.
I gotta say, this is a strong fucking stock for. This is a good strong stock Spanish image.
Bit worried now.
For this guy right here.
Oh, you haven't gone for Charles then.
Is he Charles?
That's not Captain Picard.
I also have this Reginaldus de Basteria. Give me 1 second, let me grab this guy. Always do it classic.
Hmm. I should definitely go with the black and white photo. Should I go with the serious one, the winking one, or the
Hard choices.
Very. Gonna go with this one.
You know what? This guy looks good. This guy looks okay. This guy has a proper mustache.
Remember the idea
Proper
this game's
mustache.
going to be going over like 20 years?
Yes.
Oh yeah. I mean, color his hair a darker hue. Okay.
Yeah, I suppose he's prematurely grey. Let's just call it that.
Gotta have a proper mustache. Very important.
All right. Let me go cut this guy out. I mean, this could just be the portrait of his after all his doing dudes exploits or people cursing his name while they turn their head and spit.
Potato.
Okay. So clearly we are starting this in medias res of some sort.
Yeah. I think we're just going to go with the mutiny.
Where are we mutinying from this question?
On the ship, bringing you in.
But does that stop the ship getting where it's going is the question.
No, not when it's going to break apart on the way in.
Ah.
I don't want to start you with a ship.
Oh shit! I have a possession.
Same here. We got possession rank 2.
This is the important thing, though. It's a transport.
Yeah, same here. So,
Gray, can we pull that together to keep the ship when we mutiny?
Well, transport. What kind of transport? Because that could be that we can quote unquote requisition some wagons or something like that when we get on.
Yeah. Transport includes ships as well as land transport. It's actually open for you to choose in this.
Yeah.
the hell?
A small sailboat is 2. And a merchant boat is 4.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking if we can pool our possessions together.
Yeah. No, that seems to work for me.
So if we pool our transport possession together and actually get to keep the ship. That's cool.
I called the starboard half.
Well, you can also have the poop deck.
File save token.
All right.
Nice.
So possession, transport, the ship.
Actually, what do I have in my token pile that I could probably pick for this? Out of curiosity.
If you're lucky, I might open up the default ones.
Oh, please, no. I considered those. Then I looked at them.
Oh yeah, calculants.
The bad 1999 CGI models.
Calculants.
Oh,
Human.
please,
face.
that's at least 2003.
That looks like Poser or something like that, doesn't it?
Looks horrible. Let's just leave it at that.
It's certainly better than 1999. though.
I'm really
I have
sorry.
to-
I'm really sad this one right here stopped. I really wish it would have kept going on. Of Samurai Stoner. You know what? I'm a big boy, so probably I'll just go with this. It looks generic enough as it is.
So, Gray, would having, say, 5 throwing knives be all right for one character?
Yeah, seems about realistic.
All right.
I'll probably take the same because I have thrown 2.
Considering that I've got fight 5 and spear skill of 5, think I could get a spear of some sort?
Yeah.
Actually,
actually,
I think if you have a weapon skill, if you have 5+, you
yes, I was
get
about to
that
say.
weapon.
Yeah, with 5, you automatically get that weapon.
Yep. I was just asking if
So-
5
so
knives was
actually,
too
that
many.
means- Well, I mean, considering they're one-use sort of deals.
Well, I get them back if I don't miss.
Well, you get them back anyway. It's just it's gonna take a lot longer than the full combat, or rather, it's not gonna be feasible until the combat's over.
Right.
So effectively, in combat, they're one use.
I'd like to get my hands on a couple of javelins because those are actual weapons designed to kill people.
Oh, I don't know.
Throwing knives aren't.
I'm not a ninja.
That's throwing stars. That's throwing, not knives.
Plenty of them throw knives. Only Hollywood ninjas only throw stars. That sentence was terrible.
Yes.
Alright, so, is everyone about sorted?
Nope.
Nope.
Still have to figure out that esoteric discipline that I get.
Wait, what are those?
He's a gladiator. They get some kind of a discipline with
Oh,
spears or
right.
dodging.
No, with spears, I just get the dodge
Oh, it's-
skill.
It's just specific spears.
Well, going by the skill,
Oh, what was the name of the trident and net gladiator from Rome?
Fuck, I remember. I know this.
so no, I don't get any dodge or parry. So yeah, I do get the yeah, you're right. Okay, then dodge. I don't have any, so dodge. All right then.
Retinarius.
Thank
That's
you.
what it is.
Yes.
Trying to figure out where the hell the actual skill first martial technique in a path. Where the hell
I
are the
was
martial
not-
techniques?
I was not able to find them when I was looking when we were first talking about this system.
Page 890. 90.
Yeah, I already read page
A
90.
variety of martial paths are described. Esoteric are in player chapters starting on 9.
So how many points do you have?
1.
So you can get like cleansing, respiration. Basically, you pick a regime. So like if you get pure breath techniques, you get cleansing. You can spend 1 point to get cleansing respiration, which you make a body plus figure roll to regain shock, even if you don't get a good night's sleep. So you basically have to go through all the different ones, look at what the bottom level one is, get that. Lifting stance, proper fall, so you can reduce damage from dropping.
Hmm.
And he only gets the spear one.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out is which one's the spear one. Because I'm seeing body plus run. I'm seeing this one's about climbing.
Shout of Doom
Here's a
with
looks like
iron.
medicine.
Probably whichever one is related to stabbing weapons.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not seeing any there. There's knowledge plus tactics.
How does one gain esoteric disciplines is the question.
XP.
You pay for them.
You
It's
pay
one
for them
experience.
or you roll them.
Yeah, in this case I rolled one, but I can't figure out which one to get or where they are to get. That's command plus inspire. Perform.
Gladiator, you said?
Yeah, gladiator. I get a spear, dodge, or yeah.
Oh, you do get the dodge.
I get
Never-
one of them.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a martial path, not an esoteric discipline.
Okay, where's the martial paths?
Those are on 217 rather.
All right, expert maneuvers. All right, so, jeez.
Double fair. Flying step. Living weapon stance. That's unarmed.
These look like all unarmed. Iron tortoise,
That could work. Serpent's fangs.
serpent's fangs, collection of dirty tricks
Oh, that's plus
used by
dagger.
sailors.
Plus
Sorry, what?
Sword. I'm getting closer.
That's dagger.
Plus,
Oh.
yeah, plus dagger, plus sword, plus axe, and then stop. There isn't a plus spear.
Where?
There isn't. Let's have a look.
Fuck.
Take one of these for spear. There are none of these for spear. Good luck.
What the fuck?
Let me go take a look here.
You know what? I bet there's some stuff in one of the splats.
Is there a splat book?
There's a shitload of splats for this system.
1+3 spear, thick-headed, and
Huh?
martial. The martial technique in the first splat based on spear, dodge, or parry.
Yeah, well,
you could take a dodge or parry
Yeah.
martial discipline.
Monkey
Dodge is good.
dodge. You do not take a penalty for adding dodge.
Yeah, go with that one. And work it out from there.
Expert maneuvers, redirect. No. Yeah, there's nothing here that's anything else spear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I only see a dodge.
Nothing for parry?
Not even for parry, there's dodge. Monkey dodge is 1 point.
I think there was one for parry actually.
I understand this, people. This is thrilling and everything, but again,
Yeah, I'll put, if I haven't already, I'll probably put a link in the description about jumping forward. It's probably too late for anyone who's got this far.
you brought this on yourself.
If you've gotten this far, congratulations.
Oh, look, here goes
Also,
Discard
we're
being
sorry.
Eldritch again.
Yeah. It started off strong. We're actually rolling for stuff. And now
Yeah,
we're trying to figure out.
Iron Tortoise technique is a parry one.
Iron tortoise versus the monkey. Insouciant monkey versus the iron tortoise, huh?
When did we start playing Five Rings again? Or Exalted?
The secret is we never stopped.
True. How about
I spent 2
exalted?
points of personal essence to get us back on topic.
The secret is we never started.
Whoa.
Oh,
Hang on.
Yeah,
Hang
that whole thing with Nexus, that was a dream sequence.
No comment.
After we burned it to the ground, unfortunately, again.
That was a reference.
It was a good burning to the ground.
There's so many cities on fire.
Give us cities that are fireproof. Asbestosville.
That's the thing, though. Nexus was mostly fireproof.
We
just
said it
cleared out
on-
all the new
Yes,
construction.
that's why we had to fight an angry ghost of fire.
Mostly fireproof. It obviously isn't fireproof enough.
They built it on dirt. Dirt is flammable.
The old city was perfectly fireproof. It's just they don't use most of that because it's really hard to.
Marshall Path.
Yeah, I think
Vengeance
I'll go for the
West.
dodge.
Right?
Let me just put that down someplace because this book is laid out fucking horribly.
It's still
All
better
books are
than
laid out
CGL.
badly.
Combat secrets.
Don't read
Secret.
anything besides secrets. God. Spoilers.
Secret. Combat is very dangerous.
You're stabbed in the face.
No, my
Secret.
hero.
Don't forget to duck.
Right.
drunken monkey. You can go and be a drunken
Creates.
monkey.
Ow. My face.
That would be the that would be the dodge technique that I'm going to be getting. Yeah, I think. Once I find the damn thing again.
Control F.
Press F. Pay respects.
Control F. Find what you're looking for.
All right, here we go. So that would be
Alt
fight.
F4.
Yeah.
Get me out of here.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This would be my fight die sitting with the 10. I just wondering if there's one way to set. So is there a way to save this macro here too for the
Yes,
thing?
I said at the very
Yeah.
start, copy it down to your toolbar. For everything.
Type it in chat. Don't hit enter. Drag the chat to a toolbar at the bottom.
And then do that
And
for
you
every
copy
time.
this.
Ah.
That didn't work.
And
Yeah,
so before I
And you can do stuff like
the
this. That
order
didn't work.
result After.
Yes, I know.
so that's 3 10s. Face stabbing technique.
We're
Alright,
getting
so-
3 10s.
I mean, because I can set 1, 2. I can.
He
I
has
need
a
to
master
play-
dice.
Yeah, no, I have a expert die.
Well, you have to set that before you.
Yeah,
roll.
before you roll
Yeah.
for that one.
So
Nope,
you'd put it
that
in the
didn't work.
comment.
Seriously, it's so fucking stupid that you have to put a comment in there.
Yeah.
What the hell? Order
Especially
result.
since in the documentation it doesn't mention that.
Nope.
What is it? Order result. D.
You have
So-
to put
Order result
One
number,
D10.
D10, and then just a comment.
You know what? I'm going to
Which,
go over
if you
here.
it's just a space.
Notes. Notes plus
Okay, so that worked. Okay, then.
format.
Right.
Format.
D10. D10. This is annoying.
Once it's in the toolbar, it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
60, 10, vigor.
Session 1. Yeah. Sorting stuff
Session-
out.
Yeah.
Session 1, we're hacking assist. We're hacking and. So great. Can we get XP for this for a session? Surviving character creation.
Oh, come on. The chances of you actually dying in character creation are quite small.
This isn't Traveler.
Yeah.
Alright. Endurance is 4.
Okay, there we go. Dang, that's a good roll.
Sorry.
It's passable. I mean, on
Pair of tens.
3D, yeah, it's actually pretty good. But
Pair of 10s on 3 dice. I stab him, and there's nothing he can do about it.
Alright.
Wait, I see 1 9 and 2 10s.
Yeah, that's
that's
3d10
Oh, okay.
for a total of 2 10s.
Well, he would need. Would he? So doing multiple actions is where you drop one and you do a second. You use a. You roll your pool of dice for doing multiple things in one roll, right?
I'm really good at not lying, at pleading for them not to kill us for that.
Be a good chap. Don't murder us all. Thank you.
We're sorry. We just wanted slightly more gruel.
We have no control over him.
This page.
No anti-discard measures.
Hmm.
Just make sure
What
you're
is-
still listening.
Make sure what?
We're still listening.
I'm here. I mean, like, okay, so multiple actions.
How can you
Okay,
tell?
the trick is okay. So when you take a multiple action, you drop a die when that starts with master die or edged or expert dice, and you roll the pool to do both things at the same time. To do both things. So if you're doing like if you want to attack and parry, you can drop a die. You drop a die for that. Roll the pool, and any matches you get, you can assign for either of those two things.
Oh, that's nice. My 1 point in beauty actually makes it so I have a minimum height of 3 on any fascinate or graces skills.
You
Huh.
could have had. You literally could have had beauty 3 though.
Yeah, beauty is a really good thing to have. Turns out pretty people get more shit done.
It literally would be a point where people would be trying to steal you away from this group.
I mean, that's
Sorry, he's
sort
our
of
mascot.
already going on because I'm pretty sure the husband of my former lover still wants me.
That's murder, not steal.
Well, he wants to steal me so he can murder me.
No
No,
comment.
he wants to steal you because he clearly wanted you for himself rather than his wife.
The love triangle. He wants
Oh.
you, she wants you, you don't care.
So by the by, combat for this? No, like I mean, again, it has to be 10s, but you can have combat be hilariously lethal if you get headshot.
Yeah,
Because the way that
Oh, hi.
shock and killing damage work.
this is why having thick-headed is really good.
Mm-hmm.
It should be like one of the first things you buy.
Because their example is more or less just roll a pair. Well, we're still recording, aren't we?
Yeah, so we're recording.
Ah.
That's what I was about to say. It's like we've only got half hour left. Are we best off just leaving it here and
Probably.
Picking
This
up
is just
next
like a
week.
watch this only if you want to.
yeah, I'll make sure
Session
to comment.
Session 0
Yeah,
range.
Good old session
The
0. Nothing happened.
Characters are
Character
rolling.
creation.
Everything
Character
happened.
creation and figuring out how the fuck dice work.
Yep.
All right, so
And
see everyone next time, I guess. Then.
Where we might actually do something.
Well, we'll definitely do something next time.
I will not.
If we don't do something next time,
anything.
I'm killing discard out of spite. Not killing discard.
Fair.
Killing discard's character.
Oh,
Good thing we made that distinction.
still fair.
Still fair.
You wouldn't be
Session
the
0.
first nor the last to try, my friend.
That's kind of disturbing, actually.
I'm just going to end the recording.
So
there.
Gray,